Hi everyone, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your October 2023 mid-month general reading. We are looking at the last half of October, and this reading is for the fire sign of Aries. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for being here. Please hit that like button. It really does kind of help move the channel along. Sharing and subscribing too if you feel like it. Thank you to those of you who take the time to watch these videos. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Those of you who reach out for personal readings, and those of you who refer and recommend me to others, many blessings back to you and my gratitude. Okay, Aries. If your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign is in Aries, if you're cross-watching for an Aries, this video is for you. Of course, as we always say, general readings may resonate a little differently for everyone. So if you know any or all of your other signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus, watch those for any additional insight or perspective they can provide. And if something really does touch you, it really does resonate with you, and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading and maybe take a deeper look at it for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, please email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can also see that email address, that contact info, by clicking the title or the description of this video. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually respond the same day with more information. I offer a pretty wide scope of reading choices in all areas of life, of all different types and lengths and costs and budgets. There's something in there for everyone. And I do readings full time. It's all that I do. So I'm able to deal with the scheduling of personal readings in a pretty timely fashion too, if that's important to you. So if you're interested, email me. Okay, Aries. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. Let's see what the last half of October 2023 looks like for you. Ooh. We begin with the Star. Renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. One of the wish fulfillment cards, based in faith. Meaning, you know, the star in the tarot actually comes after the Tower, which typically represents an unexpected shakeup or breakdown of something. It can be super positive or it can be super negative. It's often challenging because it usually represents a shakeup, a major shakeup or breakdown in a challenging way. And the Star comes after to renew, restore, rebuild, hope, faith, optimism. If I do everything that's in front of me to do on this right path, then it's going to bring my joy, my wish fulfillment, my abundance. So there is some implication that perhaps something difficult happened in the past or preceding this. Beautiful way, but the Star is shining now. I mean, this is hope, literally hope. Renewal of hope. With the Seven of Wands, because you didn't give up. The Seven of Wands is a defensive card. It talks about, I know what I know and I'm not going to give up, or defending, protecting, guarding something you feel you have a fair amount invested in, not giving up, standing your ground. Beautiful. Next we have the Hermit. This is somebody who's wise, who's gained an awful lot of wisdom from their life experience. The Hermit uses the wealth of his experience, knowledge, wisdom that he's gained so far, and he's often looked at as a person with a lot of life experience and wisdom. Typically represents an older person. It could also be for some of you the energy that you're manifesting here, needing to manifest this energy, using your life experience in order to find a way forward. It can also represent somebody else you might be seeking for guidance, or how people are looking at you. The Hermit, too, I often see come out for people after some major event in their life, because it's a card that represents, you know, learning, gaining wisdom and discernment, and allowing the often challenging situations in our life to teach us things and incorporating those lessons into our life path moving forward. With the Hermit, we have the Three of Cups. That's interesting because the Three of Cups is, you know, sometimes referred to as the party card, because it's a card that does represent a lot of social energy, but it represents people you know, people who know you, your tribe, your kindred spirits, or people that know you in your community that you see on a regular basis. And it's interesting because these two cards together represent how you're seen in your circle of people. You're seen as someone someone wise, somebody who has a lot of life experience. People may respect you, look up to you, particularly for how you've handled yourself and moved through your life experiences. Next we have the Four, what a beautiful reading. Next we have the Four of Wands, one of the happy home cards. Initially, the Four of Wands referenced kind of that anticipatory energy or excitement that we feel when we're preparing for a social event of some kind, which typically involves friends and family. So it may be that some of you are, planning something, celebrating, getting ready to do something. It could be a wedding, an anniversary, a party, a reunion, a get-together of some kind. Happy home energy. It's also a card that can represent unexpected blessings and happy surprises. And in that particular case, it's not a card of an indeterminate future either. The Four of Wands, typically represents an unexpected blessing or happy surprise that occurs within several weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, which is pretty much this time period, maybe a little bit into November, and typically associated with a social event. But it can just represent reunions, which it might be here, because again, with the star, there's this sense of recovery and renewed hope after something perhaps challenging happened, where maybe you were losing hope or lost hope. With that Four of Wands, we have you, the Emperor, which Aries is attached to the sign of the Emperor. Fathers, father figures, older individuals, good pairing with that Hermit card. All the kings and queens each have, their own kingdom to run. But all of those kingdoms together collectively make up an empire, and the Emperor rules that empire. So one might say he can encompass all the characteristic traits of all the kings, which again is a good pairing with that Hermit, somebody who is in charge and control, likes to do things by the book, often will set aside his own needs and wants in order to make a decision that's for the best decision for the greater good as well. I mean, some of you, this is a general reading, so of course it may resonate differently. Some of you, all this energy may be around a social event or party or gathering of some kind. It could be where you're being celebrated. It might be an anniversary, a birthday, a retirement. I mean, anything really. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the last half of October is Temperance. Angelic gifts I always think of when it comes to temperance. Temperance is about balance, which means, standing in the middle. It's kind of like a seesaw or a teeter-totter. What position can you take to keep your balance on that seesaw or teeter-totter? Well, right in the middle. You have to plant your feet firmly in the middle, which is symbolic for knowing who you are, what you're about, what path you're walking now moving forward. The outside arms represent situations, people, places, situations that we have no control over. Sometimes our own emotions too. So if we leave that center and get pulled into any of this stuff on the side, we lose our balance. Temperance is about it's not just about being static or in the middle or being, control obsessed, because in order to have temperance, because temperance is neither too much of one nor too much of the other, it's balancing two different extremes, right? So it's about shifting and adjusting. You keep your feet planted, but you have to shift and adjust, right? And that's what temperance is about. But I also feel that it's kind of an angelic gift of healing. Balance brings healing to a situation which I think was out of balance before here. So let's clarify a little bit. It's a really beautiful reading, Aries. It's all peaceful and hopeful and celebratory and wise and learned. Perhaps you've learned some lessons from whatever happened before. Let's take a look at Temperance for the overall energy. We have the Four of Wands again with the Queen of Wands. Now this Queen of Wands might be you, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It might be someone else. It might be a mate or a partner. This could be a wedding for some of you, anniversary, something like that. So we have 2 4 of Wands, lovely celebratory family reunion energy. Let's take a look at that Star card. The Star again, and the 7 of Wands again. We have the Star and the 7 Wands, which I'm clarifying, with the Star and the 7 of Wands. Don't you just love it? Thank you, Spirit. Don't you just love it? Again, renewed hope, faith, and optimism directly related because someone didn't give up. You either didn't give up, you found a new way, a different way to do something. I'm going to pull one more. The Ace of Cups. New love and romance. For some of you, the heart opening up again. The heart, I feel less like it's new love and romance. I mean, it could be, you know, maybe after you gave up hope in that sector of life. But I think for a lot of you, it's emotional renewal of some already previously existing situation, relationship, something that had its issues or had problems. It could be a relationship, could be, again, a reunion of some kind, marriage, anniversary. It doesn't have to be relationship oriented, but there's a strong kind of connection of family and friends here. Let's take a look at that defensive card of the 7 of Wands. Oh, that makes sense. Remember I was talking about the Tower preceding the Star? So something happened, some unexpected event, some breakdown, some shakeup. And where you previously thought, I can't do this, I can't move forward. This is kind of almost our victim card. Swords are governed by the element of air, which governs our mind, our head. So this person is trapped, but not really by anybody else. It's by their own ideologies, perspectives, belief systems. I can't because of this. I can't because of that. I can't because of the other thing. I'm powerless. You're not. The only thing keeping you there is you yourself. But this is my get a clue card. So something happened, you know, epiphany, seeing the truth, seeing the light, a new, fresh perspective. So something happened previously. You told yourself you couldn't change it, but all of a sudden there's an idea, a new perspective. And you pushed forward with that new perspective and you didn't give up, and that's how this renewal is happening. Let's take a look at the Hermit and the 3 of Cups. Judgment and justice together. My goodness, what a powerful reading. Judgment and justice together. It's literally making a huge, potentially life path changing decision to do the right thing. General reading, I don't know what that right thing is. I'm not even sure what the situation is. Whatever that Tower card was in your life. I think this is like all about leveling up and learning and going, okay, now I see, now I know, and I'm going to take that and apply it now and moving forward. What's that saying? You know, we do the best we can until we know better, and then as we know better, we do better. So that's what I'm getting here. Seeing some kind of truth that allows you to make a decision to take action in some way that you had previously told yourself you couldn't. 3 of Cups. Temperance again. My goodness. We have so many repeating cards. The 4 of Wands twice. The Star twice. The 7 of Wands twice. Temperance twice. There's definitely healing and rebalancing coming in here. Let's take a look at that 4 of Wands. You're being seen for this too, with the 3 of Star and Temperance, justice and judgment, and the Hermit. I think it's how people are looking at you too, looking at the decision that you're making, applauding you, celebrating. 4 of Wands and the Emperor. You're like king of the castle here at the end, right? The Chariot and the 5 of Swords. Very determined energy. Again, just like the Star and the 7 of Wands. You know, both of these cards together represent success. I mean, this is like almost obsessive, winning at all costs, you know, whatever it takes. The Chariot, success through perseverance, determination, willpower, refusing to give up no matter how many times you fall down. It's getting up and moving forward. Perseverance, determination, willpower. Something happened. Some big shakeup here. And it jolted you into a new sense of awareness here and presented you with the opportunity to make a significant life choice in making a decision that was for you in this situation the right thing to do. You chose to take it, or if you choose to take it, and you're seen for this, you're celebrated for this, you're applauded for this. Maybe even people are going, well, it's about time or something for some of you, right? Because whatever jolted you, it like you wanted to fix it, or you lost something or someone, or was in danger of that, and you're like, oh my, and it jolted you, right? The Emperor. Oh my goodness. The Emperor is clarified by the Emperor and the King of Swords. So, Emperor twice. We have the King and Queen of Swords here, so it might be, and there's a strong connection to home, to family, friends, so it may have something to do with the family, it may have something to do with a primary relationship. One could even look at this Four of Wands as marriage. Marriage with, Four of Wands with justice. I mean, it could be that. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, getting everything you want. Your cups overflowing with abundance. I think that you lost something before, or this thing that jolted you, you lost something, or all of a sudden you realize that you were on the verge of losing something. And so, again, you made this decision. Or this decision is presented to you here. I mean, I try not to, oh, you should do this and you should do that. But whatever is the thing, I would do the thing. Whatever this judgment and justice is, that's what you need to do. Any final words of guidance, advice, feedback? Nine of Swords. Stop overthinking it. Stop worrying about an unknown future. Well, if I do this, what if this happens? And if I do that, what if that happens? If I do the other thing, what if that happens? Stress, worry, fear, trying to figure out the long-term outcome of something, obsessively worrying about it too much, and almost always with the worst possible outcome. Stop doing that. Stop overthinking that. Nine of Wands. Eight of Wands. Just do it. Fast. Now. Take all this fire energy. This is the Knight of Wands, spontaneous, impulsive Knight of Fire, charging forward, taking that offer and opportunity and just running with it. The Eight of Wands is the Eight of Fire. This is action-oriented, movement, travel, Cupid's arrows, moving forward in a very determined, assertive way. And the Lovers, a choice, a relationship choice for some of you. Again, it might be marriage for some of you, or it can be about the relationship itself. Do we move together? Do we move forward together? Do we go our separate ways? It can be in another area of life, but one that affects the relationship, and so the decision has to be made here. I feel like because judgment and justice is making a decision to do the right thing. Pretty much almost all of us human beings know fundamentally what the right thing is, in a situation. So, because it could change your life in a beautiful, beautiful way, Aries. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Those are your messages, Aries, for the last half of October 2023. I hope you enjoyed them. It was a really powerful reading. Again, if this resonated with you, if you'd like to reach out, take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply like the reading style, please email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking the title or description of this video. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the November general readings. Until then, stay safe and well. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.